Have you ever had a health issue and you simply wanted somebody to come alongside of you and help you find the next step that could bring some improvement and give you, most of all, some hope that things could change? Today, I'm going to give you an overview on several of these different items that just could be what you're looking for. I've been in the business of health and wellness, working with clients for over 40 years, tens of thousands of clients from around the world. So I'm exposed to all kinds of products, all kinds of therapies, all kinds of technologies. And before I ever recommend them to our clientele, I make sure they can work on me, on Forrest, our daughter. I make sure they're effective, they're affordable. And so consequently, a lot of things we're introduced to go by the wayside because they don't meet the first criteria. But if they meet that criteria and they start to get consistent results with clients, then it's very exciting to introduce it to a much wider world, because I know how many people are struggling, especially since 2020, when stress has gone like this and the health issues in the brain and the nervous system have escalated. And what I have found is that what worked before 2020, you better know a whole lot more than that to deal with what's going on today. And so what I'm going to bring to you today is some new technology that can help you address some of the pain points you might be experiencing since 2020. I'm going to introduce you to a new technology that at first I thought was pretty hokey, and even though I was exposed to it a year before I tried it, once I decided to try it, I was very impressed with the results, the ease of use, the affordability, the fact that there's no ingredients to react to, the fact that it's FDA registered, non-chemical, and you just wear it. So how easy can that be? I'm going to go through several of these technologies, different versions of it, so you can pick and choose what can work for you. So this technology is called the Super Patch. There's a packet. It's got 28 of the patches that affect certain conditions that you can play with. I'm going to go through and let you know what each one does, what the purpose is, what the benefits are. And these are so simple. You simply peel off the backing and then apply it somewhere on your body. Some of them I apply to the back of my neck because it's so close to the brain, and that really helps me. You might want to put it on your upper arm, either side, the inside here. You want to apply where you don't have much hair, if any hair at all, because when you remove it, you don't want it to hurt like pulling off a Band-Aid. So the patches are very easy to apply. They're very easy to use. Most people get confused knowing which one to try. So what I want to do in our time together is go through and help you understand purpose and benefits. The first one is freedom from pain. So the patch is the Freedom Patch. It looks like this. And as I said, there's 28 in here. The Freedom Patch is so good because it helps with pain. Chronic pain, acute pain. This was a huge one for me for pain here and here. And it works very, very quickly. So this is for people who deal with pain on a regular basis or an occasional basis. I don't usually deal with pain, but when I needed it, it was really nice to have it. It's ideal for anybody looking for a way to address pain that's not a chemical, it's not medical, it's not going to be another pill to swallow, it's just simple and easy. You can apply it close to the pain, like if your knee is bothering you, you could do it on the inside above the knee. If something's going on with your shoulder, you could put it here, put it close to the pain source. Give it a try and see what you notice. Now later on I'll tell you how to order it, get 25% off and money back guarantee if it doesn't work. But that's our first patch. Now before we go to the next one, which is focus, that's a very important one. I want you to know that when you're using these patches, what's happening is you're applying the patch to your skin, and that gives sensory information through the nervous system up to the brain. And in fact, it's called vibration Vibrotactile skin technology. It's fast. It's like in an instant. It goes from here to your brain, and it helps the brain know how to do what it naturally would do if it wasn't under too much strain and stress. I like to liken it to if you have an owie when you were a kid, and hopefully you had a loving mother who would give you that perfect little Band-Aid, kiss on your forehead and say, it's all going to be okay. That's kind of what this does. It's kind of like a Band-Aid with Braille, helping your brain how to know what to do. It's non-chemical. There's no surgery. It's non-invasive. It's FDA registered. It's just really cool technology. So let's move to the focus patch. The focus patch is pretty much what it indicates. Come out of here, a little focus. It's focused and staying in there. The focus patch is great for people who easily are distracted. Think about somebody who can't quite focus. They can't get clarity on what they want to do. Their mind's all over the place. This one has been huge for Forrest, for members on our staff when they're doing heavy computer days, big projects to really focus in. Now, Forrest has said, Cheryl, you may not use the focus patch. We don't need you any more focus. So if you're already highly focused, this might not be for you. But for those of you who struggle with focus, think of children in school. Think of kids who can't stay focused at school, your grandchildren, children. We have several children who ADD, ADHD, maybe a little bit on the spectrum. This ability to put focus and another patch that we'll talk about in a little bit called peace, those two together, incredible for giving the peace of mind so that the mind and the brain can focus. That's a gift for people that don't easily focus. This wasn't for me, but I can tell you it's huge for Forrest, for our staff, for children, anybody that can't easily focus. The next one I'll do is so simple, it hardly needs explanation. This is REM, to get into REM sleep, which is deep sleep. And that's when short-term memory is refreshed. It's where you get into sleep or you have dreams. It's when the brain is solving problems. You want to get into deep sleep. Sleep is gold for your health. So this little patch, you just peel it off. You can put it back here. You could put it above the inside, above that inside right ankle. Put it on in the evening, maybe 6 or 7 in the evening, and then sleep like a dream, and then take it off first thing in the morning. This is great for people who struggle with insomnia regularly or just occasionally. As I mentioned, in conjunction with REM, or even with pain, any of these, you may want to add peace. This is to give peace and calm. Think of shalom, peace and calm. This is great for hyperactive children who are just like all over the place because they can't calm down. I had a woman who came in, a client, and she just cried the entire hour. We never got to the official appointment because she was just in tears. It was the anniversary of her husband passing. She was moving out of the family home. Lots of stuff going on. She combined REM, which she put on at night, and she put peace on at the same time, but wore this for 24 hours, and then reapplied this usually in the morning for a day and REM at night. Within 36 hours, she had calmed down dramatically. And she said, this is a game changer. Just a game changer. Are there many other things you might have done with supplements and therapies and all kinds of things? Possibly. This is easy. You put on a patch and you go. It's so simple. So if you struggle with stress and you just don't know that peaceful, calm state, peace is very, very simple. Now, what if you have a different problem, like not enough energy? Like there's not enough caffeine, energy drinks, whatever to get your energy up to get you through the day. Like you'd rather go back to bed. Well, it's time to boost your energy. And Boost allows you to have additional energy without all the caffeine, without the stimulants that are meant to shoot it up and then let it crash. This is just a nice gradual increase in energy that lasts all day long. And then probably a good idea to do the REM at night so you can get good sleep, so that you're going to start having stable energy during the day and good sleep at night. Have you ever noticed you get a bug bite, maybe you get a sunburn, your skin itches, something's going on and you're not really sure what it is, you don't want to spend tons of energy figuring it out? Well, Defend is to help produce immune defense properties through your nervous system that can help with GI issues, it can help with skin issues, and I usually, when clients want this, I put it with the Lumi, L-U-M-I, that's to help with the skin. Lumi and Defend work really good together because you have external skin and you have internal skin. You can put the Defend on, say here, you could put the skin over here or wherever you have a skin eruption. And you'll find that over the course of a month, that can dramatically change what's going on outside your body, which also means it's helping the skin and immune system inside your body. This is a fun one. The Liberty Patch is one of our top sellers when we work with clients because we have an office upstairs and we have an office downstairs. And so clients are going downstairs and upstairs one stair at a time, all ages, because they don't have good balance. What's so exciting is that when they put the Liberty Patch on, after they've come downstairs, Forrest will put a Liberty Patch on, have them go back upstairs and down, and they go, wow, that changed. Well, I could probably go outside and work in my yard. I could work in my garden. This is amazing. One little patch and I'm walking better. And a lot of times people don't realize that they have poor balance. However, walking up and down stairs is a really good indicator of that. So if you struggle with balance, if you struggle with stairs, uneven surfaces, your vestibular system being off, this little Liberty Patch might just give you the ability to so much more easily be able to move and not have the risk of falling because your balance is off. Liberty gives you the liberty to move without fear. Now you may say, I have great balance, I move well, but you're an athlete and you want to perform at peak levels. Well, then you would want victory. You want to be able to win at what you're doing. When Forrest will be doing his workouts with clubs, with kettlebells, he'll take whatever the weight is, and then he'll go put on one of the victory patches, and he's able to do more weights more easily. We have a lot of runners, we have a lot of high school athletes, professional athletes that are finding that putting a patch of victory allows them to have peak performance in their workouts and in their performances. So this is for our high-level athlete that wants to be at the top. Have you ever suspected that you might be addicted to drinking, to smoking, to food, to shopping? Just addictions to try to get that sense of comfort, but of course it never satisfies, and you repeat, and you feel like a failure. What if you could just kick it? Yep. Kick It. Kick It is amazing to be able to help you get beyond addictions. The stories on this is especially in the area of smoking and drinking, which can take years to break those kinds of habits. People are using the Kick It patch, put it on the body, and many are finding they forget what it used to be that they would rely on to get through the day. So if you're dealing with an addiction and you know how much it's impacting your health in a negative way, wouldn't you just want to kick it out of your life and get some relief? That's when you would want to try Kick It. We're going to wrap up with a little bit of joy. You know, everybody in the world right now, I think, could use a little more joy. I'm going through a big transition after working with clients one-on-one for decades. I'm moving more into that wisdom coach role of sharing what I've learned for decades with more and more people. And so even though I'm not really a sad person or an unjoyful person, I decided to give the joy a try, and here's what I noticed. It's like it's comforting me that it's all going to work out. It's just going to all work out. And I go, thank you, Lord, that I know that you're telling me it's going to work out, and thank you for giving me that extra little oomph of joy that brings a smile to a face, a smile to my heart, and reminds me that everything's going to work out. Just so you know, you can start with one patch, You can do a couple patches. Some people even do 3 or 4 patches. I usually suggest that people start with 1 or 2 and then play with it and find out what your body enjoys. So if you're ready to get started, look at the description below. It'll tell you how to order. And in your first order, you can get 25% off that first order, and it's got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you have further questions, give our office a call, 719-488-5688. Because best of all, when something is too hard, it's not easy. And we're all about the easy way.